When you talk to the local chamber of commerce or a real estate professional, people with an axe to grind about what it's like to live in any given city, you're more than likely going to get a pretty rosy picture. Whatever the city, it's the perfect place to live and you should be there. Well, today we're going to talk about the things that they're not going to tell you before you move to the Tampa Bay area. Let's get started. Welcome to our favorite YouTube channel where we talk about Florida, the Tampa Bay area, and real estate in the Tampa Bay area. If you're interested in any or all of these, you're going to want to click on the subscribe button down below and hit that notification button as well. We will send you a notice when we get our next one out and published, which should be next Thursday. My name is Mike Lavoie. I'm a realtor with Dalton Wade Real Estate here in the beautiful Tampa Bay area. My wife Paula and I have lived in the Tampa area for better than 30 years and absolutely love living here. Among other things, we really enjoy helping people with what is probably the single largest transaction they'll ever make, buying or selling a home. Realtors, mortgage brokers, builders, and even the Chamber of Commerce all have a reason to get you to move to whatever area. In this case, Tampa. Realtors want to sell you a home. Mortgage brokers want to fund that purchase. Builders, well, they want to build. Insurance agents, they want to insure that home. And all are going to be very optimistic about the area. Now, don't get me wrong. Paula and I have lived in the Tampa area for better than 30 years and really do enjoy being here. I mean, there's the weather, the beaches, the food. The weather during the winter, we don't push much snow. There's boating, golf, tennis, motorcycling, canoeing, water skiing, just a ton of outdoor activities you can do just about all year round. The Tampa area has great opportunities for all types of careers, and that continues to grow with the influx of employers from the north. I mean, something like 30 last year alone. Easy access to the rest of the world through Tampa International Airport. We have professional football, baseball, soccer, open wheel road racing over in St. Pete, horse racing at the Tampa Downs, ballet over the Strass Center, art festivals, one of the biggest parades in the country, second only to Mardi Gras, the Gasparilla Parade right here in Tampa. I mean, the possibilities are staggering. So what could be wrong with all that? Let's get started with traffic. Yes, we have traffic issues just like any other major city in the country. There are more cars on the roads than roads to put them on. During rush hour traffic into downtown St. Pete, or Tampa, or the West Shore area, the roads can look like a large parking lot. But then I've been to Atlanta, Houston, LA, and New York City during rush hours, and it's not much better there either. We get in about 150 people moving in the Tampa area every day, and they're bringing their cars. So the issue is not going to go away until the leaders of the area finally bite the bullet and put in mass transit. Quite honestly, I'm not sure that's going to improve the situation at all either. While we're on the topic, I get an occasional comment that sounds something like, yeah, those freaky Floridians, they drive like lunatics. Can't argue with that. But keep in mind, something like 94% of the people on the road move here from Michigan, New York, New Jersey, Ohio, Indiana, wherever, and they continue their bad driving habits down here. By the way, it's illegal to drive with your four-way flashers on, yeah, even in the rain. Then there's the weather. While I mentioned it as a positive earlier, it's one of the things you're not likely to hear about until you're already here and get to experience it firsthand. We do have very mild winters. Rarely does it freeze. It might get in the low 30s, but for the most part, from October till May, the weather is amazingly nice. Lows in the 50s, highs in the 70s, very little rain, very little humidity. However, come June, July, August, September, and the first part of October, it's just flat hot. Lows in the 80s, highs in the 90s. Compound that with the humidity levels near 80%, the feel-like temperature is stifling. Very similar to taking a shower as you walk to the office. To combat that, we go from our air-conditioned home to the air-conditioned car to the air-conditioned workplace and spend as little time outside as possible during the summer months fully dressed. There are pools in most communities, if not your backyard, to get into. There are miles of beaches to do the same, and you can get cooled off there. I went to school in Ann Arbor in the 1970s, and it was humid there during the summer as well. One of the reasons I moved to the south is because of the winters. I can always get into the pool to cool off here. I could never put on enough clothes to get warm up there in the winter. Another aspect of our weather you should be aware of is the summer storms. I'm talking about gully washers, the kind where you get lightning, thunder, wind, lots of rain. Some parts of Tampa are so close to sea level that the rain can't run off quick enough to keep the streets from flooding. During the summer months, the sea breeze from the east coast collides with the sea breeze off the Gulf of Mexico almost every day. Something about atmospherics that I don't really understand, but about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, the storms roll in mostly over the I-75 corridor. That's us. It's going to rain hard with local flooding for about an hour, hour and a half. Then it's all over. The sun comes out, life continues. If you're caught on the road during a rush hour storm, go find a restaurant, get something to eat, and then get back on the road. Save that elevated blood pressure for something special. Remember, keep your four-way flashers off, headlights on. Another added feature of the summer months are hurricanes. Yeah, the Tampa area is subject to hurricanes from basically May through November. So is the entire state, as well as Louisiana, Texas, Georgia, North and South Carolina, and most of the eastern seaboard. Just like a nor'eastern, if you're prepared for it, it's not a major ordeal. I mean, you get several days notice then that it's possibly going to be here, so preparing should not be a surprise. Keep in mind that preparing does not mean going to the local Publix, Winn-Dixie, or Piggly Wiggly the day before the storm hits land and expect to find anything on the shelves. Plan ahead. I want to talk about the real natives here in the state, the animals and the bugs. Most of Florida, especially around the Tampa area and south, is a swamp. The state has an amazing assortment of wildlife creatures that live there. Some, like the bobcat, deer, and possums, you're probably never going to see. Others, like alligators, cranes, and snakes, you're going to run across occasionally. When and if you do, use some common sense. When you're golfing and hit the ball into the water hazard, assume there's an alligator there. Don't reach into the water to recover the ball. It's a $2 ball. Leave it. I love the tourist who's on the golf course and sees his first gator. It must be a natural thing for people to think, I need to get a picture of that alligator for the folks back home. It's all fun and games until someone gets bit. I'm sure you've seen the picture of the gator in somebody's swimming pool or laying on the front doorstep, and yeah, it happens. Maybe once or twice a year, and for a reason. Most likely, the homeowner has been feeding it table scraps and the gator thinks it's lunchtime. Don't feed the wildlife. Gators and snakes don't normally like to hang around people unless you feed them. Let's cover the bug issue real quickly. There are mosquitoes that will carry you away as dinner. Palmetto bugs, aka cockroaches, that have some function, I just can't think of any. Love bugs are in the same category. I'm sure they have some function in their existence, but I can't come up with any good things. Other than during the months of May and September, they do become an integral part of the front of your vehicle. It's really special if you're on a motorcycle. They do actually taste like chicken. There you have it, the major issues we have with living in the Tampa area. If you can get over those, I feel you can really enjoy what the Tampa area has to offer residents. Employment opportunities, educational opportunities, recreation, and a general quality of life that beats most other states hands down. If you'd like to get more information on living in Florida or the Tampa Bay area, give me a call, 813-575-2124. I'm Mike Lavoie. Thanks for watching. Go out and make it a great day, and we'll see you next week.